I am at a complete loss for words right now. I just watched the first episode of Oshi no Ko, and oh my god, that is probably one of the best singular episodes of anime I have ever seen in my entire life. I can't even begin to explain how bafflingly engrossing that shit was. Like I can't. I'm having a hard time processing this right now, dude. Holy crap! This is like something I saw on a whim. I just saw a trailer for it. A couple of reaction channels I know had reacted to it, and I'm just like, okay, this looks pretty interesting. I haven't been on High Dive in a while. Let me pop over there and check this out. First of all, the first episode was like, it was like 90 minutes long. The first episode was basically a movie, and it was crazy. Holy crap! Just this really visceral story about the inner workings of the idol world and how just cutthroat and painful it is, how the entire premise of idols is built upon lies and deceit, and the very toxic relationship between fans and people in that industry. But it doesn't just cover that. It's not simply the toxic relationship between the fans and the idols, but it's also the inner workings of the industry and how hard it really is to come up in that type of industry. Rather you go off to be a movie star or get into other things or just where people end up, the intricacies of how people perceive you when you are a really good idol, and how that simple just concept, it just being really excellent at that one thing is not enough. How being an extra in a movie or something, or a TV show or whatever, and standing out and you know just kind of overshadowing the main cast can actually get you put out of a film or out of a movie. If the person's ego, who is supposed to be the front runner, is too high. Like there's so many things. The concept of getting pregnant or having a significant other while being in the public eye, which we've seen with VTubers and other idol people, like other people who are famous or whatever. The fact that some of these fans and fanatics find it to be a betrayal, and a direct betrayal to them, because they're entitled to you somehow. The fact that you found love, or got with somebody else, like you were supposed to be theirs, is disgusting to me. Like that type of parasocial relationship is absolutely disgusting to me. Like I would not mind if those people just vanished overnight, because like I get having a really strong connection to people who you idolize, whether they be movie stars or influencers or stuff like that. But that type of entitlement where it's like, you exist specifically for my entertainment, and anytime you portray that, I'm entitled to take things from you. I'm entitled to seek revenge against you for that reason. Like it is a slight to me that you had the audacity to try to live your life outside of entertaining me. Like that whole facet of fandom, it's very prevalent. It's a very real topic. And the fact that they tackled it so, it was just so raw. Like they didn't hold anything back in this show. It was straight up like, here it is. This is the ugly, disgusting truth, the back end that you don't see, and we're gonna show it to you in a very real and not sugar-coated way. And that right there, like that first episode alone, propelled this show up to my top five just off of that alone. Like they could drop the ball for the rest of the show, and this will still be my number one favorite episode of anime I think I have ever watched ever. It's crazy. It is insane. Go watch Oishi no Ko, please. Just do it because it's absolutely worth it. Holy fuck. I don't know where else you can watch it other than High Dive. That's the place where I found it. But figure it out. I'm sure you will. Please give this a watch because it is telling a very compelling story with some really weird and sometimes it's kind of got this supernatural backdraw to it that is hard to really make sense of, to try to tell this story from a perspective that no other story could be told from. And I don't want to give any spoilers or whatever, but the supernatural kind of twist to this show really gives it the ability to tell the story in a way that it literally could not be told in any other way. And that's both fascinating but might be also off-putting to some people. Just go into this knowing that there may be some themes and stuff that happens in this show that maybe you aren't a fan of, or maybe you feel are creepy. But either way, very effective storytelling. They got me 100% committed with just that singular episode, and that's hard to do. So all I can say is go check it out, man. That's all I can say. Just go check it out. It was unbelievably good. And that's it. No spoilers. I'm not going to say anything else about it. Just please. Eventually, I'd like to do a spoiler talk about the first episode, but I'm going to let it marinate for a while before I do that because holy crap. Just go watch this, please. Thank you. I'll see you guys on the next one.